Hey, what's going on, guys? GFXLab, and this is another episode of Minecraft, Mindcraft. The reason I spell it like that is because it's a show that is a combination of Minecraft and my mind and whatever I'm thinking at the time. So that's the basic premise of why I spell it the way I do. But today is the 4th of July, and I remember, like, when I was a kid, one of my sisters wanted to light fireworks, and she was way older. She was like in her 20s or something, and me and my little brother we were just still in high school, or actually I think we may have been in middle school. But I just remember back in where I grew up, you could buy whatever fireworks you wanted. You were not limited to the conventional fireworks. You could buy like artillery shells, and artillery shells are these crazy fireworks that they come in a tube, and you've got to put them down into the ground. Like there's like a flat base. There's a setup to this firework. That's why it's so crazy. But you set it down on the ground like this huge tube, and then there's a firework. The firework comes in two pieces, and then there's that one piece that is the actual firework, and it's like just imagine a ball, like a sphere full of gunpowder, and then on the bottom of it there is a cylinder full of a charge that's going to shoot this ball of gunpowder into the air, and then it lights it, and then it blows up. So you put the charge downward, and from the charge is a fuse that's a really long fuse that you slide this whole firework down into a tube, and then the fuse comes all the way out the top, and then you light the fuse, and then the fire goes down into the tube and then launches. It's like this really loud launch. It's like it sounds like a shotgun pretty much. And these were like everyone bought those types of fireworks, and they were just so fun to use. But I remember my sister, she didn't know how to light one of those fireworks, and I just remember her the first time she tried to light one of those fireworks, it was she like lit it, and she put it the wrong way. Like, she put the firework downward and threw it like down into, like, she put the firework upside down. Like, she put the charge on top and the ball of gunpowder like towards the bottom. And then I just remember, like, first, like, the charge exploded, and that blew like the tube, because the tube is just made of cardboard. So the tube exploded immediately, and we were like, run and she was in the middle of a field, like a weed, a field full of weeds pretty much. And we're just like, run, it's gonna explode. And then she like ran, and when she got to like she was running away from it, exploded. And I just remember her getting hit by all that stuff, and it was funny for me at the time. I know it was kind of crazy, but it was just funny. Like, we were laughing so hard because she didn't know what she was doing. We were little kids, so we didn't know what was going on, and it just freaked her out so much. It's just one of the funnier things that happened to me not happened to me, but happened to my sister on 4th of July. And I remember just we used to have all the crazy fireworks, but everyone has those crazy uncles that spend like thousands of dollars. Like, one of my uncles, he would spend his whole paycheck on fireworks, and I just remember him having like inviting everyone over to his house, and then he would light off these massive fireworks. They were like, I know he must have spent like a whole paycheck on these fireworks, because it's like some of them were like $1,000 a charge. I know that because I've seen them. I've seen the prices for those fireworks, and each one of them is like $100 per shot. So you spend like $500 on the base, which is like 6 massive metal tubes, And once you have that, you got to buy fuses, you've got to buy a box, you've got to buy launchers, you've got to buy like all this other stuff, and then you buy like the actual firework, and there's like these like massive, like the firework I just described to you guys, where the artillery shells, it's like a massive version of those artillery shells, and those are what they actually use in like actual fireworks. So he would go out to these wholesalers and buy actual fireworks that they use in shows, and he would like launch them off at his house, because that was just, we could do that because we didn't grow up in the city, we didn't grow up like all the way, you know, we didn't really have restrictions to what we could fire off, and it was so much fun. But it was really expensive, I'm sure, for them. But my uncle was doing well, because he was a construction man, so he had plenty of money, and he always spent it on dumb stuff anyways. So it was just funny to, you know, it was just a lot of fun going to his house and and experiencing all that. I'm trying to think of like what kind of garden I want here. Actually, what I should do is make this, let's see, some kind of maybe cobblestone. Should I do cobblestone, or should I do should I do stone? Like, okay, I know what I'll do. I'll do stone slabs. Do they have the block stone slabs? No. I'll do stone slabs, and then on the inside I'll do cobblestone. Yeah, that should look sweet. And I just remember my uncle, like, he had a lot of fun. He was a pretty fun uncle to have. But we did a lot of things at his, you know, at his house on his dime. It was a lot of fun. That was, I remember 4th of July was always awesome for us. Like, we had a blast going, you know, during 4th of July. And we used to play with these things called M60s. They were so crazy. An M60 is literally a stick, like a quarter stick of dynamite. So 4 pieces of M60 would equal an actual stick of dynamite. And we would put that to the test all the time. We would blow up stuff. We'd blow up our toys. Man, we wasted so much money on fireworks. It was fun. I'm not even gonna lie. I think if I still lived back home with my parents, I would still be doing. I'd be, you know, celebrating. And pretty sure everyone else that, like all my nephews and nieces and stuff, I'm pretty sure that they're all doing that anyways, right now. It's not the same though. I don't think it's the same, like as it was back in the day, like when I was a kid. I don't know if people even care that much about celebrating as much as we did back then. And we were like more, even though we're crazy little stoner kids, like it was different for us. Now kids don't even care. Like they want crazier stuff. And me and my friend used to go down to this tunnel, and there was pretty much crackheads that lived there in that tunnel. We know that there was crackheads there for sure. And the reason why we knew is because we would see syringes all the time on the floor and whatever. But we used to run into that tunnel, and this tunnel was like massive, and it was about 1.5 stories high, and it was underground. It was under the freeway. So you could hear the freeway. I mean, you could hear the trucks like zooming by, and this place was pretty much where all the crackhead. I'm pretty sure like now it's really dangerous. I'm sure you can't go down there and just chill out like we used to. But we used to like we used to make these Molotov cocktails, and if you guys don't know what those are, don't go out and make them. But but it's basically like a bottle full of gasoline. Then you take a rag and you fill up this rag with gasoline. I mean, you dip the rag in gasoline, then you dip the rag inside of the bottle full of gasoline, and then you light the rag, and you throw the bottle, and then the rag gets sucked into the bottle, and then it spreads everywhere. And it was kind of crazy. It's pretty malicious. You could probably go to jail for making them. But I just remember like we used to make those, and we used to go to this tunnel where we'd find all these needles and stuff, and we used to just like throw them on the top, like the ceiling part of the tunnel, and you would just see fire like raining down. It was crazy looking, and it was a lot of fun to do that. But I mean, now I don't think people would really even do that now, because especially because gas is like ridiculous. It's so expensive to get gas now. Now that I see this, I kind of want to make this like that. Yeah, I'll do that. Ah. Actually, I kind of like that look too. Where it's like just on the corners. That's kind of cool. I like that. It's clean. But then again, like it yeah, I like it like this. Ah. But I'm sure now there's just crackheads there and you can't do anything about it. I think like when I was a kid, I don't know if there was as many crackheads, or maybe I just wasn't aware of the crackheads. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of crackheads though, because I grew up, if you guys don't know where the show Breaking Bad is, was filmed and was based off of, that's pretty much my neighborhood when I was growing up. I pretty much grew up with actually I know one of the actors who was in Breaking Bad. Me and the guy who was in Breaking Bad, we actually grew up together, and we were in a leadership we were in a leadership like a, I don't even know what to call it. It was like a leadership convention that we went to, and me and him were like leaders of our own group, and it was kind of cool seeing him, because he's always talking about how he wanted to be an actor and how he wanted to go to Hollywood and all that, and then to see him in an actual movie, it was sweet. It was awesome seeing that happen. I think that was a really cool thing to see, you know, one of my friends succeeding. Usually what I see is like my friends not succeeding, and it was nice to see finally somebody out there doing something of worthiness. And you know, I just I appreciate that, because it gives me hope that there's people out there who are still trying to make stuff happen. And you know, it's nice. It's a nice little reminder that the world's not so crazy. It's crazy, but it's not so crazy. I think that a lot of people that I've grown up with, a lot of them are just psycho now. I can't even relate to them. That's just how it is. I mean, I can't describe how crazy some people, you know, growing up people were so innocent. Now it's different. It's like everyone has changed for the worst, pretty much. I just wish that everything kind of would go back to the way it was, but I know that's not going to happen. It's not realistic. I know there are situations out there that can't be helped. There are people out there who just, you know, who are screwed. How do I make this better? Maybe, is there like a, oh, excuse me. Trying to see what kind of foliage I could use. Maybe I could put a tree here. Jungle, no, not jungle. Oh, maybe this would be kind of, I don't know. Let's see how it looks. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but let's see how this turns out. What is it, bone meal that you use? Bone meal. I just think that sometimes it's, I know it's sad to say, but it doesn't work. I think you need to, I don't think it's bone meal that works on, yeah, I don't think it's that. Maybe it just doesn't work on I bet it's something else. You guys will probably let me know. Like, oh my god, GFX, you didn't know that was this? Alright, let's try this. I bet this tree will grow. Let's see. Ah. I don't know what it is. I guess I could just leave the tree there and just let it grow on its own. That's fine too, but it would be sweet. Maybe, actually, maybe it's just because there's not enough space. I don't know. Let's try it out here. Ah. Yeah, maybe it's just not enough space, or maybe it's the wrong kind of tree. Let's try this. Try birch. I thought it was bone. Oh, it's not. Oh, I'm so retarded. It's not a bone, it's bone meal. Let's see, where is the bone meal at? I'm like using an actual bone and it's bone meal. I don't know if I have. I don't know where bone meal is. Let's see here. I don't see it anywhere. It should be in here. It should be in this section here. Doesn't it look like a pile? Fireworks star. Oh, sweet. Oh, 4th of July. Getting in the mood. How do you work this? Now I kind of want to go out and like figure out how you work this fireworks star. I wish there was like a help thing here, like right in this horse armor. Is there horses now? Oh my god, I gotta check that out. Fire charge. Oh, let's see if I want to figure this out. Fireworks star. Maybe I gotta set this down. Uh-oh. This is this might not be that good for me. Let's see here. Water. I don't know. I probably doing it wrong. Doing everything wrong. Ah! Now I've got a water problem. Let's see. Where is the gravel? I don't know. Whatever. I need gravel. Sure, you guys are yelling at your screen right now. One right there, one right there, one right there. I believe that is everything. Oh, I don't even. Where did that go? Where did that come from? Oh, maybe it was. Maybe it's just there. I don't know. I thought I could light off some fireworks. I just don't. Fire charge. I think the fire. I don't. Maybe I'm trying to. I'll figure it out. I don't even know. But anyway, I need to get rid of this fire charge before I do something bad. Daylight sensor. Okay, let's see what these are. Redstone lamp. Hopper. I don't even know what these are. Let's try attaching a TNT to the. Alright, let's try some fireworks. That sounds like a good idea. Let's be festive. Let's go over here because this is not going to be if this lights up. And I want it to get to my place. Alright, we probably need that. Probably need some fireworks. Let's see. I'd probably need that. Probably need that. Okay. Let's try to set this up. Is there a way to... I don't know. Fireworks star. I don't... Wow, that cow survived. I don't even know. I'll have to figure that out later. I gotta see about these horse things. Can we find some horse? I don't even know what a horse looks like. Yeah, we should go look for a horse. I just kind of afraid of leaving my place though, because I don't know if I will lose it or not. Could find some horses somewhere, pretty sure. I've never seen a horse. Let's light some cows on fire. Ah. You can't light them on fire? What? That's not cool. Let's see, what else could we do? Let's try putting... I don't even know if you could put armor on these guys. Can you? No. No armor on the cow? That's sad. Come on. Put some armor on the cow. Come on, bro. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do... Actually, I'm going to do another Let's Play series of Minecraft so that I can go through and check out all these new cool things. I don't know where these horses would be. These horse eye. Let's take a little gander. Let's see if we can find some horses, because that would be epic. I want a horse. I want a stable. There is. I wonder if it's like... Oh man, I remember playing Ocarina of Time. That horse song was so awesome. Epona's Lullaby, I think it's called. That was like everything from Zelda was just like, I don't know, it feels like it was a part of me growing up. Like it was a part of my it was a huge part of me growing up as a kid, because I just remember putting so many hours into Ocarina of Time. It was when I finally finished it. Oh, man, that first time I finished it, I had tears in my eyes. I was like, no, I don't want this to be done. This can't be done. This can't be over. And I beat it so many times after that. I love that game. That's what got me into gaming to begin with, was just that feeling of just getting so immersed into a world where I could just escape and forget about the world that I was living in at that moment. Because for me, like, it was always hard. Can I put one on a cow? I mean, no, I can't put one on a pig. Yeah, but part of the reason why I love video games is just because you get immersed into a world that exists, and it seems like it only exists for you, and you get to be creative. And that's why I think that is so awesome with Minecraft, is because it's a world where you can escape to, and it can be your own world, and there's nobody there to mess anything up for you, and you get to live in your own creativity. And that's why I like Minecraft so much, is just because you get to be so creative, and you can do whatever you want. You don't really have to abide by anyone's rules, and there's nothing out there that is out of your control. That's why I know that video games are basically a method of you gaining control over whatever. I mean, it literally is all about control. The reason why people love video games is because of the fact that you can control your environment, you can control everything else. Because in life, you can't control that. You can't control anything at all. You can pretend you can control stuff, but you can't. So I think, like, for me, video games were a massive part of my life, just because of the control factor and the fact that, growing up I didn't have stuff like I didn't have the option to do a lot of things, and video games gave me that option to go out and like succeed at something. I think that even now a lot of kids are deprived, because I think a lot of kids just, if they were given control, they don't know what to do with it, and they're given control over a lot of stuff. I mean, when you're a kid now, you've got a lot of control. You've got a lot of options. You can do pretty much whatever you want as far as like getting information. You could learn about literally whatever you want. I mean, when I was a kid, like, you couldn't, there was a lot of things that were off limits, and you couldn't learn about science. You couldn't learn about things that that you could make a choice on your own. You were just you absolutely had to believe in something that was being forced down your throat, and there was just there was no questioning that. You couldn't question your anything. You really couldn't question anything at all. So just be glad that you are growing up in this era where you can become whatever you want. You can think whatever you want. You have the there's so many people out there that are like telling you to be all that you can be and all this stuff, and it is really nice. It's really nice for you guys out there. I wish I had that when I was a kid. That's all I always think about that. Like, man, if I was a kid and I had Photoshop and all these tools, I would be it would be crazy for me. But at the same time, I had to go through a lot of that. I had to go through a lot of that learning experience on my own. I don't know if I would be as awesome as I am at design and stuff like that if it wasn't for not having stuff. Because when you don't have, that looks kind of ugly. Yeah, that stone is just too ugly. But like, I had to learn how to code on my own. I had to learn HTML like from scratch. I had to learn how to code. I had to learn how to think like a programmer. I had to do everything on my own. Now people are just splitting off into two groups, and you've got your programmers on this side, you've got your UX guys. Now they're splitting even into further subgroups, and people are becoming strong in certain things and certain aspects of design or whatever stuff they're trying to get into. And it's really cool how people are developing, especially now. But I think if that stuff was out there when I was a kid, oh my god, I can't even tell you how much I would have appreciated it, because it would have been so much better for me. I think I would have excelled at so much more. It would have been a lot of fun. Yeah, I like this better. Oh, this is pretty sweet. Let's put some torches around. Probably like on the corners. There are times when I wonder like how I would be now when I grow up. Like how I would be now if I were to grow up in these days, and with all the things that you guys have now. I wonder how life would be for me as a person. Because I don't know, would I have see, when I was growing up, I was like forced through learn a lot of things. Like, we had holidays. I don't think people really even care about holidays these days. I don't think it's a big thing like it was when I was a kid. I think like when I was a kid, people were more into the holidays than they are now. Like, when Christmas came around, you knew Christmas was around the corner, because every store had like Christmas everywhere, and it was everyone was bleeding Christmas. It was crazy. Like, Christmas was a huge event. Now it's like Christmas comes around. I even forgot about this last Christmas that came around. I was just like, oh, it's Christmas. I didn't even think about it. Like, just didn't even come to my head to it didn't even process that it was Christmas. So I don't know. Parts of me wonders if if things are turning, you know, differently, or how things are working out these days. Who knows? I wonder if I should... Oh, and look, my tree grew up already. I wonder if I should build some more tunnels this way, or if I should make this into like a massive hall. Yeah, this should be the massive hall after this. So I go in here, go straight back this way, then it should just open up into like this. Alright, so well, this could be like the front garden, and then you go around here, and then it just opens up. Massive hall. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to clear all this out. Maybe I could do that with dynamite. Yeah, let's play with some dynamite. I'm probably gonna screw up a lot of stuff, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. And it's 4th of July. What's 4th of July without TNT? Everyone knows you need TNT. Ah. Okay, there we go. Let's play with some TNT. Because it's 4th of July, we've got to play TNT. We've got to blow up a lot of this. It's probably gonna lag, but you know, I've got to get rid of this hillside, and I don't want to do too much work to do it. If I blow up parts of my building in the process, then so be it. Let's do it. Let's do it at like one at a time. I don't know if I want to do a massive explosion, because for one, it's gonna lag, and then two, it's, I don't even know. I just want to have it somewhat controlled. Alright, that's probably... Actually, let me get away from this. Probably wasn't smart to use a fire charge. There we go. Clearing out this. Even that was kind of crazy. Yeah, let's see. What would I use instead of that? Fire charge. Let's see. So where are the tools at? Let's see those. Redstone torch. Oh, I'm sure there's an easier way to light that stuff. Instead of lighting it on fire and waiting, I'm sure you could light it with like a... I just remember you used to use that, like that little charge thing. Oh, here we go. It was one of these. Not combat. It was a tool. There we go. Flint. Flint was better to light those things on fire. Let's clear out some more. It's kind of scary because it could go bad really fast. Let's do this. Let's do this a little safer, because I don't want to. Yeah. Let's blow up some more over here. Actually, let's blow up this whole hillside over here. Just clear this all out, because I want to make this into a massive space. I could use world edit, like I said. I always say that, but I think for now I'll just do this here. This is gonna blow a massive hole in this hillside. This might be too much dynamite. I mean, yeah. Let's see if it'll be alright. Haha. It is pretty fun, actually. Blow up stuff with dynamite. Yeah, let's blow up this. Actually, let's make a massive explosion. Let's just blow up this whole hillside over here. There's probably too much dynamite, but you can't have too much dynamite. Ain't nobody got time for not enough dynamite. Let's get out of there. Yeah, this is perfect. 4th of July Minecraft. There you go. This is perfect. Clearing out all this area. I've got to clear out this side too. Not as much though. That might be a little too close to the house, yeah. That'd be a little too close. Hopefully it doesn't blow a hole in our stuff. It might. No, it's safe. It's safe. That's safe. We've got to clear out some of this area too. I'm not going to use dynamite though, because I could blow. I don't want to blow up all stuff that we've already worked on. I always wonder, like, if I should. I've always thought about Minecraft and how Minecraft could be done better. But like, I don't know if people would be more receptive to a Minecraft that was made more realistic, or if the block thing is like just how Minecraft's supposed to be. Because to me, I think that Minecraft could only get better with better graphics. I'm not sure though, because I have a friend that says that Minecraft should never be made in, you know, in non-block format, like in not. He's saying that like this should never be made so that it is like epic graphics. It should always be like the way it is now, and I disagree. I think that we could make Minecraft look more epic, and I think that Minecraft could look really sweet. But I don't know. It's up to you guys. Let me know what you guys think, because I think I'm gonna make a trailer that looks like Minecraft, how it would look if I were to do it my way, I think. And then you guys can be the judge. I don't know, I'll see. We'll see what it comes out looking like. Let's take a look over here. I've cleared out this whole area. I think that actually, let's take this out too. Let's see here. Now that this area is pretty much clear, all I need to do is cover it, which is going to be an undertaking, but I'll do it as I'm building this out this way. So as I'm building out this way, I'll be able to clear it up. This castle is going to be, over time it'll look awesome, but for now, I mean, come back in like 10 episodes. No, watch every episode. But in 10 episodes, you'll see like how crazy this is going to be done. I mean, I got this huge room done, which is pretty cool. I just need to start building out this way. I would make a server for you guys, for all of us to play in. It wouldn't be, you know, it's not expensive to make a server, but the griefers are they just roll too hard in the paint, and I don't feel like dealing with griefers. And I know I could do moderators and all that, but it's just too much. Like if griefers weren't a thing, and if people didn't care about griefing and they didn't want to go on their YouTube channels and be like, I griefed these guys, like I griefed GFXLab's server, and then they'll make videos about it, and then everyone will be like, oh, let's thumbs that up. Then if people weren't malicious like that, I would take the time to actually make a server for everyone. But since there are people out there, and you can't help it, there's just nothing you can do about it. You can't. That's just people in general. People will want to ruin other people's days just to mess around. And I know I could backroll, you know, the server all the time and all that, but I don't want to do that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'd rather just build stuff, and then you guys can, if you guys want to, you know, tune into what I'm talking about, you guys can do that on your own leisure. I've also thought about cutting these into like 10-minute segments so you guys can watch these like in spurts. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that too, because I could definitely cut these into like little 10-minute episodes, and then you guys could you know, watch them at your own leisure. I just think that it's better when you actually get a full like episode of Minecraft down, and I feel like it's just more fun that way. I don't think that it's I think it's kind of pointless to have parts of a video that are just displaying, especially if it's not like particularly interesting for me. At least for me, I like to listen to my Minecraft videos, but I think it would be kind of lame if it wasn't, you know, the entire routine or whatever, the entire thing. I would stop paying attention real quick. But since it's like 45 minutes, I think that you know, a lot of people can come back to the video if they want, and they could watch it. So it's up to you guys. I think I'm definitely gonna make more Minecraft series. I have to, because I think that I think people are liking my Minecraft videos more than they like my Call of Duty videos. So I'm probably gonna stop doing a lot of my other series. I'm probably gonna actually get into more other PC games as well, make some series on those, and I think it'll just be all around better, because Call of Duty is over. No one's really playing Call of Duty anymore, and I think it's better for YouTube anyway. Call of Duty had an awesome run. I don't think that the new Call of Duty is even gonna have that big of an impact either. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. If the next Call of Duty is awesome, then yeah, I'll do it more videos on that. But since it's probably not gonna be, at least I don't count on it being. So I'm probably just gonna make more Minecraft videos and just have more fun with that. And I don't even know why I was discussing that on a Minecraft video, but but you guys probably, I don't know how many of you guys even watch my other videos. I know there's a lot of you guys who are just interested in Minecraft videos, and that's cool with me. Actually, that's more cool than if you're into like just specifically you're just looking out for certain videos, because I definitely enjoy making Minecraft videos way more than I enjoy any other series on my channel. You know what always happens is, like, at the end of my, when I'm nearing the end of my video, I always screw something up in a major way. I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying not to blow up too much, because I don't want to destroy, you know, what I've already built, because it's pretty much, yeah, that's too much in one spot. They're gonna be flinging each other everywhere. Alright, let's see if I can do this in a safe way. It's always risky to do fireworks. I mean, not fireworks, but TNT. Oh man, that came so close. That wouldn't have been too bad, but still it was close. Alright, flattening out areas is always, it's always nice to you know, destroy something and then rebuild on top of it. So all this area is pretty much going to become a massive part of my castle area, so it was all worth it. Right now this looks ugly, but eventually it'll look way better when it's actually done. But anyways, I appreciate you guys for checking out my Minecraft video. Have a happy 4th of July. If you guys are old enough, I hope you guys stay safe out there. Don't do anything too dumb, and if you can, get a cab. Pretty sure not a lot of the older guys watch my Minecraft videos, but yeah, just be safe, guys. And if you actually are gonna go out and mess with fireworks, don't be too crazy with them, because they can leave permanent scars. So I hope you guys have an epic day, epic night, and peace out, guys. Appreciate it.